major market update here. We're going to be covering Bitcoin, ODS, DAO, COQ INU, and last but not least, AXGT. So make sure you stay tuned to the very end here. Lots of important information for all these projects. And I actually have a little secret bonus that I'm going to be covering. I haven't really talked too much about it, but I think it could be a banger, guys. I think it could be a banger. So make sure you stick to the end for that as well. All right, let's jump right into it. Markets are green. I'm loving it. Let's go. But let's check out these critical levels. Before we do that, guys, 72% of you guys watching these videos are still not subscribed. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, greatly appreciate it. And let's jump right into it. This is Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin right now is ranging between the value area high for today's range is 67,300 and the value area low 65,812 bucks. Right now we're being held down by this value area high of this previous day range. And if we can break above that, be very, very bullish for Bitcoin, right? Hold above that support and start making a move back towards 68,510 would be huge. Can we do that today? I'm not seeing that, right? I'm not seeing that level of strength. Bitcoin's been very choppy. You can see here, very choppy. This level of resistance here has been resistance for support, resistance support. Bitcoin's been very, very choppy. A lot of liquidations happening both on longs and shorts. So this is a very uncertain time for Bitcoin. I still believe overall long term that Bitcoin should have a dip down to $55,000-$56,000 range. It's about a 20% dip from where we're at right now. But if we get rejected here today, right, this level of 66,839 could be some support. As you can see here, has been support and resistance all day. Been chopping it up there. If that is lost, then we're headed down to the point of control, which is represented here by this other red line at 66,242. And if that is lost, then 65,789 is the ultimate value area low for this range. If that is lost, then look out below. We're probably heading a lot lower. Do I see this massive move? I don't see that massive move happening. We're about halfway through the day today. Hasn't been a lot of volume on Bitcoin trading today overall. Been very just choppy, trading sideways. Overall, if you jump out to the daily, right, to the daily, or should I say actually to the 4 hour, just sideways consolidation, just how I've been mentioning in my previous lives, right? We had a big bounce here from this 61,000, and now we're just chopping it up here sideways between the all-time high and this $63,000 support. So we'll see how long that goes. Now let's jump on over to ORDISWap. All right, if you haven't checked them out, ORDISWap is officially being traded on Bing X, which is freaking great. More adoption, more centralized exchanges, more access to this crypto, which is great. And if you don't know what ORDISWap is basically the Uniswap of Bitcoin ecosystem. Very, very bullish. Right over here, ORDISWap is very, very simple, right? The range, this is the range for February. We had a massive explosion in February. You can see this thing has been ranging very tightly under the 10-cent range for quite some time. Finally broke above 10 cents, blasted off. We've reached as high as 29 cents, and now we're still above this value area high for the month of February, which is sitting at 19 cents. Meanwhile, we stay above that. We are bullish. We also are building a little bit of a trend line here, pushing some upward momentum, which is good. Right, we have a little bit of a trend line up here as well, kind of ugly. It's a broadening wedge, which is technically overall a bullish signal. So overall, very bullish on ORDISWap. I think in the long term, ORDISWap is definitely going to be one of those big bangers, right? The Uniswap of Bitcoin ecosystem. Could this thing hit $1 plus? I think it's possible in the long term. That's just my personal opinion. Now let's jump on over to DAO. So DAO has had some pretty good announcements here. 2 days ago, their borrowing and lending platform is live on ZK Zinc, which is great. They have risk-free APY of 250% farm and additional static of 25% APY by depositing. They've also, I was over here, you can find them on Sync Swap, which is a ZK swap over there, which is very, very cool, very nice, very seamless. And apparently, you can help you with these gas fees that are happening on Ethereum as well as they're listed on MEXC, which also is freaking great. Another centralized exchange listing for them just here recently, which is very great. You can find them there instead of just Uniswap or these DEXs. Up next, we got Syncus price action here itself. So the Syncus price action has been massive, explosive price action. We hit over 200 mil market cap last night, which is huge. If we jump down here to the 4 hour, we're having a little bit of a retracement now. We jumped down to the 4 hour, looking very, very strong. We had a bit of a pullback, right? And now we found some support here about 4. We found support at 0.043, had a bounce, and now we're fighting some resistance at 0.046 here as well. But overall, this could just lead to some sideways consolidation. COQ has had a very explosive, aggressive growth here from under 100 mil market cap to over 200 mil in just a couple of days, right? Look at this green candle, right? This is just 2 days of price action. Freaking massive, freaking explosive. And up next, we got the cock-a-doodle-doo, guys. If you've been here for COQ INU, cock-a-doodle-doo, let's freaking go, right? This thing also has hit new all-time highs, reaching about 300 mil market cap. Let's freaking go. That's what I'm freaking talking about, right? We've wicked above, creating a new all-time high, have come back below the previous wick high, right? Sitting at 42.87. We're back below that, but we're still sitting currently, even though we wicked down. It was a nice little dip, right, on the daily. Look at it here on the 4-hour. We dipped down into 5 zeros, 35.25, but we're still holding above this. Now we're sitting back above this 5 zeros, 39.02, which is the candle body all-time high, previous all-time high, right? The candle body. Very, very important that we hold this as support here, maybe range a couple of days before continuing moving up. If we lose this, then we're potentially coming back down a little bit lower here to about as low as 5 zeros, 31.40. But we also have a wick here at 5 zeros, 34.64. So we'll see what happens after, whether we lose this or we blast back above 43.40. Overall, very bullish on COQ INU. This is another meme coin that I believe could reach $1 billion market cap. But who knows? We will see in the long term. I think overall the community is extremely, extremely strong. And just very, very bullish. Up next, AXON DAO, aka AXGT, the 100xer, the MVP. AXON DAO, AXGT, has been massive explosion in price as well, right? Just like COQ, very aggressive explosion price in action. It ranged down here for 12 days in the 50 to 70 mil market cap, blasted off to 400 plus mil market cap, hitting 47 cents. Has come back down and now is consolidating in this range with a value area low of 23 cents. We're currently sitting at 28 under the point of control. We need to see a reclaim of this point of control. But even if we continue to range here, right, meanwhile we hold this value area low and we range here, build some support for the next couple of weeks before the next move up, that is very, very healthy, right? Just the same how we did back over here. We ranged for literally 12 days. Ranged for 12 whole days, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until massive explosion. That's what we need to see up here. We need to build a foundational level of price action up here where people are getting in, getting out, taking profits, and finding a fair value for AXON DAO before the next big leg up. If we just have parabolic movement, we're going to have parabolic dump as well. And we don't want that. We want this to be steadily growing. It is the biggest decentralized science project on crypto. So very, very bullish on this as well in the long term. Now for the secret little crypto that I haven't really talked about too much, which I think could be very, very bullish. It's called ORDIBank. Go check them out on Twitter. ORDIBank, basically trying to be the compound finance of Bitcoin, catalyzing the new wave of Bitcoin DeFi. Bitcoin DeFi is going to be huge in this next market, guys, in this bull market right now. People don't understand, right, that the majority of money is going towards Bitcoin. Institutions are here. We've seen explosive growth hitting all-time highs before the halving. Bitcoin's ecosystem is just getting started. It's barely even taken off the ground. We've already seen what ORDISWAP has done. It's going to go a lot higher. Now we're talking about building compounds, right? If you know Aave or Compound from Ethereum, very successful projects, borrowing and lending, right? But all being done through Bitcoin. So it says ORDIBank is layer one's first lending protocol, unlocking billions of dollars in idle ordinals and atomicals. Very, very useful. You can lend their BTC and borrow BRC20s for yield. Borrow at interest, guys. This is very, very bullish. I think if this takes off and actually works out, could be very obviously high risk, high reward. Bitcoin's ecosystem is just getting started. It's just growing. But getting at these foundational levels down here is very important in the long term, because who wished they could have gotten in at Compound when they first started, or Uniswap or Aave when they first started in the last bull run, right? DeFi is not even a narrative really spinning around right now in crypto just yet, because people still have that trauma from the previous bear market with Terra Luna crashing. But let me tell you, DeFi is going to come back with a vengeance, and DeFi on Bitcoin is going to be the hottest topic out there. If you guys didn't know, now you do. So guys, like always, smash those likes, hit that subscribe, and until next time, see ya.